Hello, baseball people. Welcome to another episode of the Pig City Podcast. Excuse the non-music intro. We're still working on that and getting a couple things figured out. But I'm one of your hosts, Zachary Yavi.
And I'm Teddy Eller.
And today is the first episode of one of the series we'll be doing throughout this year. Teddy, what is this episode?
So today we are going to be... What? All right, so today we're going to be going over our team identities for MLB The Show 24 this year. And we're going to be talking about the developer blog, talking about the changes in Diamond Dynasty for this year. It was posted on February 29th. So we're just going to be going over that, touching on a few points, giving our opinions, thoughts, all that.
So for all of you that are maybe not Diamond Dynasty heads or haven't really committed to the game mode, or you feel like you are friends with Teddy or I, or you know people like us that are just grind 100, we just, get as much as we can. There may be some things in here for you that you like and not like, but I would encourage everyone to play Diamond Dynasty more, and you'll like it more.
It's the honestly, best, bro.
Yeah, I think last year was a good time for you not to have played if it would have been your first opportunity, so do it this year.
Yeah. And honestly, we'll get into that, like with the changes this year as opposed to last year. We'll talk about that.
We just want to make it clear, we do love MLB The Show as a whole, and that's what this whole series is based on, but we are very Diamond Dynasty focused. We will discuss the other game modes as we talk about them, so stay tuned for those. Again, subscribe when you see the other game mode videos. You can click on that.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, thank you. Today is the Diamond Dynasty new content, but before that, this goes back a very long time. When Teddy and I would, we said in a previous pod, we would make our own teams in real life outside my yard, just over that way. But or that way. That was a weird time in my life. But
that's true.
Mini neighbor
changed houses,
cities,
or changed yards.
Facts. When you moved away. All right. Anyways, focusing on the task at hand, we always choose a team identity. Going back about 5-6 years, I would change mine very often. Teddy would focus more on one team in the Diamond Dynasty game mode. If you don't know, you basically have full creation. You can customize your location, your team name. There's a whole logo vault. If you like making uniforms, you can really, really get lost in it. Now you can even make your own stadiums. But enough of the promo for MLB The Show. We are committing to having a team identity that's going to focus. And I think even if you're not a huge video game fan or MLB The Show fan, you'll be maybe interested in how we're going to navigate this year. Something I'm extremely excited for. A game that I already am obsessed with. Take it to another level.
Right. And so with our team identities, like you said, I've always been I start with a team, like an identity, and I stay with that for the entire, year that I'm playing. And with that identity, I actually, luckily for me, for the last several years, my girlfriend's like an artist. And so she will help, me with the logo design. And, I'm not colorblind, but I feel like I am sometimes. So helping with the jerseys and stuff. And there will be a way that we can share our jerseys and stuff like that with anyone who, wants to see it. We'll post it somewhere on our socials. But yeah, I'm so excited for this. I love thinking up the team identities, and Zachary and I, we always share it just in general with each other, but now with the pod, we thought it'd be great to, talk about it on here. Because we're going to be focusing on these teams this year, so it'll be hype.
If you guys have any ideas, guys being men and women, with that being said, thank you for the support so far. It's been better than I anticipated. Obviously not where we want it, but y'all are going to be able to say you were day one fan. And shouts out to my mom. She actually listened to
shouts out D.
And I think she missed a little bit. She did ask me, as you mentioned, she said, "Why can you not say Teddy's girlfriend's name?" I did. It was just a little joke. So I don't know what it is.
Thank you for looking out, Dieta.
Yeah, and then side note, Teddy, I just gotta say this is completely unrelated and it's gonna be a weird aging thing, but how do you feel I was at work the other day and somebody just walks up to me and asks me, "Do I know?" And then they say your girlfriend's name. They just ask me, "Do I know her?" And I'm like, "What the heck is going on?" So we can continue that off air.
That's wild. Dude, might be a family member or something.
Nope. They taught them, or they taught her. Yeah. All right.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk later. All right. So Teddy, you've been going first on a lot of the drafts. Well, people haven't watched all the drafts yet because they're not out yet. But
It's deep.
you went first on several, or you went first on our initial drafts that were not the division drafts. So I'm going to ask you again, which one you want to go first? And while you do that, I'm going to get geared up.
All right, so Zachary shared with me that he has like a whole speech for his. So I don't know. I don't really want to follow like a huge speech, something like really prepared. So I guess I'll go first and just share my identity. Ralphie Nate.
Shouts out to this Aaron Judge hat. Kind of fire. All rise.
All rise.
MLB The Show, baby. All right, and to clarify, we have 0 context.
Yeah, we have not shared anything. I just told Zachary that he's not going to be able to guess mine whatsoever.
Oh,
But
dude,
yeah.
Let us know which team you like the best. And again, give us your feedback. I have gotten feedback on some of the stuff that has came out so far. It doesn't have to be like roasting us, but it also can be like just giving us other ideas or saying what you're doing differently. And that's already happened, and I genuinely appreciate it. But instead of sending me direct messages, maybe like comment on the pod or the YouTube just because it helps us a little more. That's you, Alexander. Stop messaging me about what you want to put and put it on the thing, bro.
Shouts out Alexander.
Nah.
All right.
Nice to him. Like, no, I'm way nicer after this one comes out, so he doesn't know that. All right. Yeah, shows Alexander. All right. You're up, Teddy. I'll go.
All right. So what me and you, we have loved doing the US conquest map on the show, right?
Great.
And we've always talked about the starting location. We're always like, man, I wish we could choose our starting location, like, because every team is in their place. It'd be cool if we could, pick where we want. So I thought this year, I'm like, well, location-wise, I'm kind of lost. So I decided to put my location as where the hexagon is on the U.S. conquest map. Now, looking at it between like a little northeast of Colorado, southwest of Minnesota, it was really between these two states, Nebraska and South Dakota.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So I was thinking of both of them, and I decided on South Dakota.
Oh, no.
So my team location is South Dakota. So now I'm thinking, all right, so South Dakota is my team location. What is my team name going to be? My mascot, you can say. And so I'm researching on South Dakota because, spoiler alert, I do not live in South Dakota. I don't know a lot about South Dakota. Shouts out Dallas Goddard. So I'm looking.
Yeah. Shouts out
and their unofficial nickname before changing it in 1992, I could be wrong with this. Nobody fact checked me. But it was on their state flag, the Sunshine State. All right. A lot of people think it's Florida, but that was actually the unofficial nickname of South Dakota.
Okay.
So, thinking on that, you can look at Spotify Wrapped from last year, and a song that released in April of last year by one of my favorite bands called Beartooth. One of my top songs was their song Sunshine. And so I'm like, yeah, I've always loved team names that don't end in the S, not the just typical names. You can remember me being the Fury, the Phoenix. I just like that. So I am going to be the South Dakota Sunshine.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, look, again, shouts out Seth Brown, but I give that a 4 out of 4 of choice, explanation, linking it to the game. And that might be our most contentious thing in our friendship is that you're an anti-plural team name, and I'm always going to be plural. However, I was really close to not being this year, but I'll save that till another day.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I like that, and I love the alliteration, of course. You can always
Exactly.
I'm a sucker for alliteration. I guess I should have used something with A to say that.
Also,
I'm amazed at it. Anyways.
San Diego Studios, who does MLB The Show, SDS. going to be my abbreviation. And also, and like my
Yeah.
logo is going to be, I mean, you can look it up. It's so they have like a upside down smiley face in this like sunshine that honestly looks very similar to the old kind of flag of South Dakota in a way, especially color wise. So color scheme is going to follow what this color scheme is for the single and everything. So it's going to be black and yellow. Shouts out Teddy Gang. Um, and yeah, I'm so excited. But I'm still going to go with my generic kind of like white home uniforms, gray away uniforms. Keep it kind of
Kinda like
like
a little
professional.
accent.
Yeah. But yeah,
So
all right.
you're basically gonna be the Pittsburgh Pirates in South Dakota. Yeah, I mean the SDS is such a good little clever wink. I'll be
Yep.
honest. I thought I was, no pun intended. I thought I was actually, yes, pun intended. But I thought I was going to outshine you in this. I think we're equal now. I think I even may like the fact that you linked yours a little better. Mine's a little bit of a stretch. I'll start off with that.
Okay. All right.
Does your team have, before I get to mine, does your team like have kind of a, I guess I'm kind of giving some, like, are you just a sunshine? Like y'all are just positive vibes? Y'all are just, we're chilling?
Yeah, we are, the
Okay, now
sunshine.
here's my other question. You know how there's always rivalries. Is your rivalry just
Okay.
every team in Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Big Rod was in Florida.
and if
Yeah.
there's no team in North Dakota, so I guess. But you hate North Dakota
Oh,
as well?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't like the Bison. Okay. Not a
No.
big Carson guy. Okay.
No.
All right.
I do have his
okay.
Funko Pop in the other room.
I do.
I do.
Oh.
And I
I
have a
think
poster of him somewhere that's like wrapped up like for whatever. It's in a like storage closet.
I have a jerk. Actually, I don't have the jersey with me right now. Shouts out Colton. Shouts out that I let Daniel use it, and I don't know if
Shouts
I
out
even have.
Colt right behind you.
Oh yeah, he did give me this, didn't he?
Yeah, he gave me one too.
Um,
I don't have it behind me though. Sorry, Colt.
I just want to say for all of the video watchers, don't rewind and watch when it. Okay, what's going on here? This is how you mess up a video. All right, folks, if this doesn't work and messes up, y'all can blame Teddy. I don't know what he just did, but
Dude, don't worry, man. I'm still on 99% uploading.
all right.
I had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Look, I just want to say this, okay?
I was getting
If
texts.
anyone's watching the video, please don't rewind. And if you're not watching the video, don't get on just to see. There was a moment I don't think you saw, but you were talking about the upside down smiley face, and I tried to do that on here, and
Did you?
it was a very
Oh,
low
I
moment for
missed
me.
it too.
Yeah. So watch the video. It was a very low moment for me, and I just want to apologize to all our video viewers because I wasn't going to acknowledge it, but I feel like I needed to because I might have stopped watching the video if I was watching it. I saw myself do that. Just imagine me right now trying to make it upside down. All right. Whew. You ready?
It'd be a frown.
Well, I was
All right,
trying.
floor's yours. Floor's yours.
I tried to make my face go upside down. Okay. Let me make sure I'll have the first page. Okay, you ready?
I'm so ready. You actually have it written out. That's scaring me.
What else am I going to do with school? All right, shouts out teaching. All right, I want to start at exactly the 14-minute mark. Among Europe's capital cities, it is not well known for its size, or its age, or its beauty, but for its indestructibility. One source says it is a phoenix that has risen repeatedly from the ashes of war, one of our favorite metrics on this podcast. Whether it be the assault by Russia in 1794 and a gruesome massacre, or in 1944 when the uprising failed, Adolf Hitler, and again, I know we're a very positive pod. I want to make it very clear, we not a good guy. We are against him. Anti-Hitler.
Correct. Anti-Hitler.
He razed the city, and basically he eliminated almost the entire population, ultimately by fire and dynamite. But as the next year approached, the people of this resilient city, this city resumed its role as the capital, as well as the country's center of social, political, economic, scientific, and cultural life. This is the city of Warsaw in Poland. It is located on the Vistula River, and it splits the city basically in half, kind of like the MLB, two different leagues. And this is the inspiration that led to the team name, the Waves, because no matter what comes, no matter what goes, we keep moving, we keep going. So that will be just like the Warsaw City. This team will be resilient, no matter how bleak it seems, or even if all hope is lost. No matter how many people get removed from our team, no matter how many different people change on the roster, we will always, always revert back to the Warsaw way, and we will come back better than ever. Now, I have some side things to share at the end, some little extra notes, but I'll get your first reaction.
Okay. So you're the Warsaw Waves.
Correct.
All right. I mean, going to Europe is different, but I mean, you also were in Japan last year, so it's
Dude,
not.
I'm international. I'm international.
You're international. Okay.
It's international sport.
I like it. I like the, alliteration with the Warsaw Waves, the W, chest on W. Dude, speaking of W, no free ads, but you see this? McDonald's. I don't know why they did that. They just put their M upside down and
Dude, you got a lot of
made it a
upside down
W.
on today.
Shouts out 6 and 9s. Nice. So I like it. I thought you were gonna be in my heritage, Germany, the way that you were leading up to it. So a little disappointed that you went to Poland. Shouts out Poland though. But yeah, Warsaw Waves. That's hype. I'm excited to see what your the colors are gonna be, the logo, how all that's gonna shape out.
So, a few extra notes here. The current day relations between the USA. I know some of you are like, really, you didn't pick a team in America? Look, baseball is America's pastime, but is a very widespread sport. Okay, but the current day relations between the USA and Poland, they're very strong. One of the most stable allies that the USA has. And since 1989, honestly, everything I could find, it seemed like Poland has supported basically all of the U.S. presence within Europe. And this one, I don't know if you'll fully go with me on, but war is a metric we love to use on this podcast. It's very stat-based, stat-driven.
That
However,
is true.
what else do we still love, Teddy? We love watching the game, what we see, or you could say what we saw. So it's war, but also what we saw. All right, I know that was a little bit of a stretch. I literally even wrote, okay, that's too much. Anyways, we're the Warsaw Waves.
Like that.
We get W's. That's literally our motto. The Warsaw Waves, our mantra. And color scheme, kind of think like Coastal Carolina. Very clean, crisp, just.
I thought it was gonna be, like the colors of Poland, like the flag.
No,
red and
that
white.
is what we are, but we're more about just the philosophy of the city more than the city itself.
Okay. So where did the color scheme come from?
That was kind of where I started my team basis from, is I wanted something to be.
You wanted purple and gold?
No, not purple. Coastal Carolina, brother.
Oh, I thought you said Eastern. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted some kind of serene, cool, calm, just
I like that.
resilient. It was all about resiliency, and I love having a team identity. But what I struggle with is sometimes you feel like you're a team, and then you get a whole new crop of players. Well, dude, this city basically was eradicated, but they came back and built stronger than ever. Which is also just kind of a fun thing. Also, I don't know the exact percentage, but my mother's mother is Polish in her heritage, so shouts out, Shouts out. Passed away when I was very young, but my brother.
Not shouts out that.
That was not what I meant. Someone he was very close to, and I unfortunately don't have a lot of memories with her, but maybe this will somehow get me more interested in it.
Cool. All right. Warsaw Waves and South Dakota Sunshine.
I mean, honestly, they're so, like, I will say for the Conquest concert, I guess I don't have a place at all.
Yeah, you're not on the map.
Yeah. But I will promise you this. At certain points on the year, I'll give you a Poland fan if you want one, buddy.
Dude, I'd love to hear about Poland.
Yeah, prep from Poland. Just one fact to pod. All right.
I love that.
Hey, dude, look at that timing, by the way. We said about 20 minutes for the beginning of this. So, if you just listen to this, or maybe you watch this as a separate clip, watch the next clip that's featured. But we're going to get into this new MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty content. The basis of Diamond Dynasty is you build your team, you construct your team however you want. And there's been various iterations of this throughout MLB The Show's history. They'll hear feedback, then they'll kind of just do their own thing, then they'll hear feedback. But the basis is you kind of build your team. It's the same like concept as Ultimate Team on Madden or My Team on 2K, or if you're unfamiliar with those, you don't just pick any player you want. You have to earn them with virtual currency, or you have to earn them by unlocking them with rewards. And while it talks about things that are different from last year, we're going to kind of approach this also as just, this is how it's going to be this year, so hopefully you'll like it. And I will say, for the most part, again, no spoilers, very excited for the changes they've made and the direction they're headed.
Same. Because I do want to talk about real quick MLB The Show 23. Look, it was an MLB The Show. We still loved that it came out. We loved playing it, but I don't think even in the show community, there's any controversy with saying that it was just not a good one compared to other the shows. So I think that a lot of these changes are directly going against the worst aspects of MLB The Show 23,
Right.
which
Specifically,
is what gets me so exciting.
Yeah, not that it was
Excited.
bad. It didn't have near as long longevity as previous years. I mean, I typically play for a year than you do. We both were out decently soon, and that's something when you're spending, $60 to $70 to $100 on a video game. You want to get a lot of play time, and it lasts more than a few months. So, yeah, I guess we're just gonna kind of get into it. We can post this link, or you can search it on theshow.com. It's the Diamond Dynasty updates, and it'll be The Show 24. It's the developer blog. They do have these feature premieres coming out. I'm not sure how much they're going to cover in this, but we're just going to walk through this article. And if you are not interested in MLB The Show, just mute us and let the video play. But I'd encourage you to at least listen, because you may understand what our teams are doing throughout. So even if you don't care about the video game, if you care about us, or you think you might care about us, I promise you we're going to make some exciting content from this year.
Yeah.
And if we don't, then you can make fun of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Teddy, do you want to just go chronologically through this? Because it's kind of like at the very beginning.
Yeah, just as we scroll down, just starting at introducing seasonal Diamond Dynasty.
It starts off with a heavy hitter for us.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
so. You're on introducing seasonal Diamond Dynasty, right?
Yeah, I was looking at the in this article tab, but I agree with you. We should go the other way, because that first one.
Yeah, because we'll get to that first one on that, but that is a huge bro. Yeah. Oh, we'll get to it.
You know,
I'm so excited for it.
I read the top headline and thought it was coming, and it's not coming to the end. All right. So again, you can read the full article in here. We're going to kind of go over this. Teddy?
Yeah, so introducing seasonal Diamond Dynasty. Basically it's going to be the same that it has been in, as last year. But there's going to be, in years past, there's going to be seasons, and it looks like it's going to be 12 weeks, which that's a long time. I don't love that it's going to be about 3 months for each season. So, doing the math, that's going to be 4 seasons. Honestly, they split that. I mean, if they just make that 9 weeks, I feel so much better about it. But it's okay. I do love that there's no 99s at launch.
That is the bit. Honestly, everything.
I love that.
That is the number one biggest thing, the biggest critique of last year. And what we mean by that is, it started out the game where you could already have players that were not the absolute in-game best players, but they were 99 overall, so you could compete with anyone no matter what. They argued that it would protect you against people that just spend money. They argued it would give you a better chance to build your team compared to people that don't grind, without realizing they're missing a huge part of their base that are like Teddy and I, that want to build and construct our team in a more strategic way. And if everybody has 99s, what are we doing?
Yeah, and a great thing that the show has always done until last year is they had something called a power creep, which basically means you build your squad, and then stronger cards come out, then stronger cards come out, and stronger cards come out. And like I understand where they're coming from, like, oh, like then you're just not gonna. I don't know. I
Dude,
like that it starts at it says 91 overall at launch will be the highest rated cards, besides some core cards. They're just talking about the season 1 cards, and then as the seasons go, like like the cards get better,
yeah.
and I think that I think that's a
It,
I
and
think it's
there's
a
a
really
little
good
bit,
thing.
yeah, there's a little bit of nuance to this as well, but in general, after that 12-week season, it's now a new season and you get to do it again. Where
Right.
if not, if it's just 99s all the time, it's just like, oh, there's cool new players you get to try, but like there's no like I just think there's value in teaching you have to grind and work to get something. Now, this is also just a personal thing, whether it was, Mario Super Sluggers on the Wii, whether it was a dodgeball game I played on PS2, whether it was NBA Street. I love you have to climb up in advance and you get to pull in from other things. And that's something we've even discussed with like Conquest is like as a separate mode, you start with a base team, and when you beat that team, you get to pick
You
a
get to
player.
take your card. You get
Yeah.
to take your player.
Um,
Yeah.
even if it's in that game mode. But with all that being said, the fact that there will be 91 overalls at launch is honestly kind of sick. Just
Yeah.
like you're still gonna have the people that are gonna spend a ton of money and have all the cards. That's people are gonna.
It's gonna happen, but the show has always been. It's so different than other Ultimate Teams that like you can go completely, no money spent and still have a really good team as long as you grind and get the cards. You still have a really good team, and a lot of it also comes down to like if I'm better than you just with this all gold team, then like I'm still gonna win. So like I think that the cards being capped at 91, and we'll get to I think we can talk about the seasons and how in
Yeah, let's
season
do
2 you're
it.
not going to be able to use season 1 cards or whatever. I think it keeps the game fresh. The power creep keeps the game fresh, and
Yes,
I think that when you get to season 2 you can't use season 1 cards except for your wild card spots, which we'll get to. I think all of that keeps the game fresh, and that's what it needs. Last year the game got old after a few months, and you don't want that.
and all
And
these changes
so,
work very well together. Like you know,
exactly, the
there's
power
live
creep
series cards.
seasons
So
work as long as the power creep is in play.
and there's the concept of like you have the live series players, and there's going to be some that really improve, really decrease. New young players are they update them. If you're not aware of this, they update players throughout the year, which is fun. They also add in players, and I'm not going to give anything away until we get to it in this, but there's one certain aspect of this game that it makes the season so much more enjoyable as, baseball is very regional, but also people that love baseball. Um, where sometimes people that love football or basketball love certain teams more, which is kind of backwards thinking because that's how baseball is described. But realistically, people who love baseball typically love baseball, and you get to focus. And I won't give too much away, but you get to focus on legends and current young players at the same time. It really is a great concept of this.
Easy.
Just a
I fully
quick little
agree.
thing. It does say like when it gets to the new season. We'll make this part simple because it's not a huge thing for me, but 4 does seem like a lot. But there's these spots called wild card slots, which basically means when you're in the next season, you can use 4 of your old players. I kind of wish that was reduced or it was limited, like capped at a certain overall.
I agree with that.
But
I
I
think
do
the four is
wonder, like,
heavy, but there's a ton of people that are upset that the seasons are a thing because they're like, oh, if I earn a card, I should be able to use it all year. And it's like, but don't you get bored of that? Like,
yeah, I mean,
the seasons keep
what
things fresh, and I think
what's
the wild card spot kind of just like, I don't know. I think that
what's so weird is like if it was 2 or 3, I wouldn't have any issue with it. 4 just seems like
correct. It's like four seems like a lot.
yeah, but it's still not even half your team, so
That's
whatever.
true.
But the basic concept is you start with a team that's not that good. You build them up and up and up and up and up and up and up to be very, very good, and now it's a new season. Like,
Yeah.
and some people are like, well, that's not fun. You work all that way. But I mean, that's anything in life. You don't just
Right.
get
It's not like
good
you're
and
working all that way and then just nothing. Like,
yeah.
while you're working that way, you're using these cards, you're getting better rewards, and a lot of the cards that you can earn from these whatever are going to be core cards, which core cards can be used all year. And
Yeah, and
so,
whether they're in Warsaw or South Dakota, when we talk about these cards, the cards are like from Tops, shouts out Tops. Their
out.
actual card arts are used for their like live players or even old players, and it has stats and attributes of the players. When we talk about the cards, we're just saying the players. So if we say that throughout, that's what we mean.
Real quick, before we shout out Tops, can I say something? I
What if
do
I say
not like the card art for the live series this year.
Okay.
Do you have any thoughts on it?
I mean, I kind of like that it's kind of boring.
But I think it's too much going on at the bottom, I'm gonna be honest. Also,
I
don't
have
like
full-
the set. I hope they change it, but don't like the Cedrics to 79.
So it's, yeah, I don't like that either. So is every
Off
team
rip.
just the team highlighted like on a field and then their position circle?
Yeah. I think
Yeah, I
the
don't like,
position circle is the worst part. The
yeah, I
bottom
don't really
right.
like that either. I thought it was just emphasizing that on Brian Reynolds.
Nope.
They're all
That's
like
how
that.
all of them are. Yep. I
Yeah.
think if they just didn't have that circle there, I'd be fine.
Well, no, that's not a lot. Yeah, I'm curious how the Diamond Fly ones look.
Yeah, same. I mean, I'm assuming just like it is, like every year, the background's just cut out and it's just the diamond kind of logo going across it. So I'm assuming it's still going to have that stupid little circle.
Hey, Matt McClain 79.
Yeah, no offense to Matt McClain, but he should not be the same overall as Cedric.
It's debatable.
Again, no disrespect.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Sorry.
I have another thing. It's showing right here a 91 core collection, Vlad Guerrero Jr. Looks like a cover athlete art style. I think that when's the last time they did a launch collection with a player?
I feel like they did one with Jazz, to be honest with you.
I don't think so. I don't think there was a special Jazz right at the beginning.
Oh, good
I could be wrong.
Good
But
trade.
I am excited about that. One thing I do miss from older shows is, the starting collections not just being like just stubs or XP, like actually getting rewards from them. So yeah.
And to clarify, collecting just when you obtain lots of things in the game, you store them in your library, your inventory, and you get better rewards that stay with you.
Right. Thank goodness they're not doing the exchange anymore.
All right, I'm down to Cornerstone Cards. If you have anything before then, because this is something I don't understand.
So what do you not understand about Cornerstone Cards?
Not understand. I'm just saying I shouldn't have said it. This is something I've not fully thought through. I just watched this.
Okay. So at the start of every season, it looks like they're going to be putting a pack in our inventory to open, and we decide a Cornerstone card to start the season with.
Now, are there only 4 Cornerstone captains, or you just randomly get a selection of 4 of them?
So it says you can choose one of 4. So I'm assuming it's going to be the pack. Go for the pack. And these 4 players, Arenado, Buxton, Singa, and Maddox, will be in the pack, like right in front of you. And you get to choose which of them. I don't think they have. Oh, they do. These 4 Cornerstone captains have unique team building boost for your Dream Team archetype.
So it is these.
So, yes, it's these 4. With that said, here's a peek at Season 1 Cornerstone cards, and then it says them. So,
and we will get that.
We obviously don't know what the art
edition, correct?
You what?
We will get one of those at launch with the digital deluxe.
I think you just get one in general, so we might get a second one.
Really?
I can double check that, but it says right here
Yeah,
that
it
we
says
already are going
free.
to get one. Huh?
It does say free. Maybe there's a different one. I'll tell you this. Just for team building, I guarantee you I'm not getting Greg Maddux. No offense to the Braves fans. I'm not getting an 88 starting pitcher as my cornerstone diamond on my team. Or Kode Singa. So
Like I said, it fully depends on the actual archetype.
for you,
For me, at least, yeah. Like it's gonna like if Maddox presents the archetype that I want, then I'm gonna go Maddox. Also, it's kind of hype that the other three have live series cards, so like I can use the other three anytime I want.
Yeah.
Maddox, that card's gonna be the only Maddox card for now, anyways. So I don't know. I really won't know until I
Look,
get to
you
it.
can talk me into it. I'm just saying that was my initial thought, but at the same time, it's not the first card I open as my captain under Cardinal. Probably not. So I might be between Buxton and Maddox at this point.
So the digital deluxe edition, it doesn't say anything about the Cornerstone. So
So
we're just gonna have one of these.
that
Me
makes
and
sense.
you are just
That'd
gonna
be
have
awesome.
one of these on launch. Well,
Okay.
everyone will, but we both got the digital deluxe.
Well, maybe I'll get Greg Maddux. If you're a Braves fan and want me to take Greg Maddux, let me have it. I might
But
just say
yeah,
Colts wins.
and then in addition to
You know what? I might
Cornerstone
do
choice
that.
packs,
I might let the
what?
people choose my cornerstone.
It says we'll also find a 5-pack starter bundle. Okay, 5 show packs. I play. All right, I'll take 3 packs, I guess, but only 5.
It's
Well, I
free.
mean, I guess that's just the start of each season. Yeah, I can't really complain too much.
Yeah, why are you complaining about
How
that?
much are we getting off Rep? 20? Okay.
What's the pack we get? It's some kind of diamond choice.
So we have 2 Diamond Choice packs. 2 Diamond Choice packs, 5 Gold Choice packs, an Equipment pack. I also don't know what's in the Diamond Choice packs. I'm assuming players, right? Like live series?
But isn't there a certain series? You know what? It's fine.
It might not be a live series. It might be Negro League. Since
Shut
it's
up.
just out. It might be like, because you remember the 42 cards? It might be something like
Yeah.
that. I'm not sure. But, and then Head Start rewards. So Head Start rewards will return at the start of Season 2. We receive better rewards depending on how well we performed in the previous season. So, is that just talking about how much XP we got in the previous season?
Where are you at, brother?
Right under the 5 show packs.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think so. That's sick.
So it's just based on XP. So that is good. That's good for us at least because we grind this game.
Yeah, because they talked about like somewhere in this that you can get rewards based on XP as well. And
That's
they're
hype.
giving more rewards for ranked as well. I just hope that includes co-op rank. If not, it's still well with XP. Speaking of co-op, and if you play MLB The Show and you want to play with us on the 3v3 team, let us know.
Right.
We're be trying to do some 2v2. Shout out. Maybe Colt played a game with us. I don't remember. I know Justin did a few times. I'll be honest with you, not the best showing from him.
I know he's gonna have to play with us again to perform better.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm in Poland. You're in Japan. Teddy's in South Dakota. Let's get the squad back. Or I mean, maybe Alexander can get it this year. I don't. Probably not. Kids.
He's got kids to worry about. Yeah.
Imagine.
I mean, I have a daughter. Technically, a dog counts.
Yeah, the difference is my parents also take care of my daughter.
Yeah, just me.
And
Well,
son.
and Oma.
Wow. Clip that. Clip that.
So, I'm seeing the XP reward path. They are going to bring back the wheel at the end. I don't know if it's going to be a wheel, but it does say in that top right of that picture, the unlimited bonus rewards.
Yeah,
which that's hype. I love just you're not capped.
Of some sort.
Right. You're not capped at the
Oh my
end and you're
gosh,
just
Teddy,
done getting
Teddy,
stuff. So that's nice.
just don't think for a second. This is bad podcasting, but don't think for a second. Just look at the season 1 XP reward, Beth. Okay,
Okay.
just look at it.
I'm looking.
Now just think about you're about to be on that soon. We're gonna constantly be like, all right, where are you at? What's your next reward?
You say soon, but we're still basically 2 weeks away.
Yeah, a little less than that. Also, I think my father's ringing the doorbell, so I'm gonna go let him in.
Okay.
Let's see what you're gonna do on this.
Do you want me to dance for the people?
Yeah.
I can play the song Sunshine by Beartooth.
Just don't start. Yeah, don't get us in trouble. Don't start TA yet.
All right. I'm trying to zoom in on these to see if I can get any. Oh, lost my place in this. Oh, way off.
So if you're dog working while around, my father just came into the house. He did have a key, and yeah, he just got home. It's 11:30 night for those of you wondering. But anyways, that just reminds me of a great story where we called the law enforcement on my father, and legitimately Teddy almost stabbed my dad. So
I did.
We'll share that story on another pod.
What's funny is I actually have that nice in my apartment now.
That's actually insane.
Yeah. A little fun fact. I'm trying to look at.
I wonder how that past minute was.
In that unlimited bonus rewards, a lot of it was just me talking to myself. Do you see that in the top right?
You should have said nothing. I could have cut all the silence easy. Yeah.
I have zoomed in all the way I could. Or zoomed in all the way I could to try to figure out who that player was in the red background. Can't figure it out.
You think it's an actual player or it's a pack?
Might be a pack and I'm just dumb. That's actually more likely. All right. Sellable rewards and free packs weekly. Okay. Also it says in 24 there will be more ways to attain the high tier reward cards from multiplayer modes like ranked, battle royale, and events. Again, Zachary and I plan on playing co-op ranked.
Dude,
more
is
this
a
year.
lifestyle. Ranked is a lifestyle.
And so yeah. It also says more frequent Team Affinity content drops, which we will get to.
Dude.
Oh man, I'm so excited for that. Actually,
I'll be honest with you, bro.
So
I zoomed in as far as possible, and I think the images are getting smaller the more I zoom in. What kind of witchcraft is this? No, seriously, everything else on the screen is big except for that.
So I'm also looking here, and it says ranked programs will feature sellable rewards. They always have, including a new exclusive program player reward for you to earn in ranked solo or co-op gameplay. A ranked exclusive program player reward.
Well, I mean, they kind of had that last year, but
Do you think it's just gonna be? Well, let's say new. Do you think it's just gonna be one player? So it's not gonna be like the program from last year to get those rewards. It looks like it's gonna be a program for a player.
maybe.
I don't know. Battle Royale Flawless will now be at 10 instead of 12.
I think that's definitely something that I normally would not be interested in, but if there's content for it, if people want to watch us try to play Battle Royale, I'll try it. Am I going to go 10
Battle Royale is not my favorite.
But
I like playing with my guys.
I don't think I've ever went 10-0. So I don't think there's 2 wins or what's I think I've gotten a 7.
Yeah, I don't really play Battle Royale. Events now last for 2 weeks, giving you more time to earn those rewards. I mean, events are cool. I do want to play more events this time around, only if they're like, I like the 3 inning or the sped up pitch count or
there's something
batter count.
I'll play, but
right,
that's the least thing in this game.
Right, and then it says, starting when the game launches, keep an eye on the show shop each week for a free pack. Each week.
Hey, also,
I don't know what that's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it says or co-op gameplay, so that's sick.
Here's a hint for the first themed freebie. Where will the first MLB games be played during the regular season?
The Dodgers and Padres were doing that Korea thing, but that's not regular season. So is this a trick question? This is just after the first games of the season? Like the 28th, everyone plays, right?
Wait, it is in Korea. Yeah. So it's probably going to be that stadium. Their series is in Korea to start it.
Oh, so it's the actual stadium.
That's what I'm assuming. We'll see. So where should you expect rewards is what I'm on now. So I'm looking at this ranked 1 program, and it looks like there's a new pack, Zachary. You see that?
No.
You don't see the new pack on that?
Now I do. The Millionaire?
Millionaire contains 1 item. Do you think that's just a new, series for cards?
To be honest with you, it looks like a little stub thing on there. And I think it's like a 1.
If they give me 1,000,000 stubs, I'll be happy.
Oh, I think it's going to be like a 1 in 1,000,000 chance to get 1,000,000 stubs.
That'd be sick. I'd never get it because I have horrible luck in this game, but
Can
that
you
would be sick.
imagine, though? I mean, that's smart by them for content. Like,
yeah. And then the most exciting part, Zachary. The most exciting part.
okay. So if you're a fan of any team, you want to listen to this. If you've ever been a fan of a player ever, you want to listen to this.
So there is.
Oh, I do like that. This season is 3 different. It already tells you there's 3 drops. It's best than once a month.
There is more Team Affinity than ever before. So Team Affinity, it says it's been a fan favorite content release for years. It's been our favorite content release for years, ever since they started it. I love Team Affinity. It will no longer be a once per season content drop. It's now going to be a 3 times per season. That is incredible. Once every 4 weeks. That makes the season being 3 months long.
Yeah, I was gonna
actually not feel as long. So it's actually very smart.
Perfect.
That's going to be 30 new players, 1 for each team, at least every drop.
Because the way it used to be is like there were innings, not seasons. So like every month you have a choice between bosses. Instead of that, it's like you have a choice of which team is. In Team Affinity, you get, obviously there are going to be lots of things. There's missions, there's innings, playing with certain divisions. So as a Phillies fan, Teddy can be getting innings with the NL East. He also can be doing missions with the players they have on there. And he can go and try to get that, Mike Schmidt, if that's the reward, or Ryan Howard, or, maybe it's Andrew Painter. They really do a great job of getting you interested in all of these players.
Right. And it's and you're not just going to only be picking one of them. It's especially for us, the Grind 99 guys, we're going to get all 30 every single drop. But you best believe I'm going to be speed running for the Phillies guy as soon as I can.
Oh,
but yeah.
And something they mentioned in the Q&A down here, they will, you do not just have to play game-specific modes. There's going to be ways to get vouchers. Now, I'm thinking March, October. Actually, it doesn't show that on there. But
it might be Diamond Dynasty modes.
Yeah, but wasn't that a thing before with March, October? Not March, October, sorry. Mini seasons.
Oh, mini season, yeah.
Certain mini seasons you could do, or Conquest showdowns for sure. Anyways, there's lots of ways to achieve these, and you can decide which. So instead of having to get 250 innings with, you don't want to have to pick with another Braves pitcher anymore because you're mad they won 27 games in a row in your life. You can just use the voucher.
But yeah, also another big thing is Season 1, Chapter 1 will be here at launch. That's exciting. Now,
for Team Affinity.
For Team Affinity. Now, is that launch early access launch or when the full game releases technically? Would you, I mean, I would expect it to be early access launch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know they save some stuff for like when the actual full game comes out to everybody.
I don't know, bro.
But yeah, I'm so excited. I hope they do Team Affinity right, even though they're going to be doing 3 a season. I hope that doesn't mean they short us out on each of
Yeah.
these drops. But looking at this,
And we're good
we
on
have
time,
a
bro.
new legend, Zachary.
Yeah, we got 9 minutes to wrap, so we're good.
Bet. We have a new legend, Brian Dozier. That's going to be hype. Just a little, you know, little sneak peek. And there's also the Takashi Okazaki series is going to be back, which fire card art.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it looks
That's
like
fun.
89 overall is going to be the Team Affinity Season 1, Chapter 1 overalls, and that's pretty hype.
So, what is this blurred out picture down here?
So I was looking at that. So Cougs, shouts out Cougs. He was speculating that it looks like a Hall of Fame plaque, which it
For
does.
sure. Yeah.
But I don't. Maybe it's Hank Aaron
I don't think so.
because like Willie Mays.
Are you just thinking it's
It looks like a legend right-handed hitter. The way that they're standing and the way their uniform kind of looks, it looks old school. Obviously, they're Hall of Famers, so I'm just thinking like old school righty. It's obviously going to be like a super high card. It might even be the collection reward. Do you think that's the collection, the live series collection reward?
that's what I was saying, maybe it's not.
So in that scenario, it'd be one of the better legends, i.e., Willie Mays, Hank Aaron. So that's why those are my guesses.
I have a question for you. Maybe I just can't tell. Do you feel like he has somewhat of a lighter skin complexion than those guys?
I can't see skin complexion. It looks like he has long sleeves.
Oh,
The
really?
way I'm looking at it, he has long sleeves and they look red, and that's why I was leaning Hank Aaron.
Dude, I did not see that at all.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it.
I thought it was his arms, and I was like, he kind of looks.
No, because even like you can look at the hat, and even that looks like a shade of red.
I don't know, bro. I
But
think
like you
it's
said, it could be
clear.
orange, so it could be Willie Mays. Those are my two guesses: Willie Mays and Hank Aaron. I think I'm leaning that is Hank Aaron,
All right, do I need to guess?
because also Hank Aaron played in the Negro Leagues. Willie
He
Mays
did.
did not, right?
No, I don't think. I think he was after. I don't hate Hank Aaron being
That's my official guess. Which I
Hank
destroy the
Aaron.
ball. Yeah, I destroy the ball with Hank Aaron, so I'll be happy with that.
I feel like I'm letting you get in my head a little bit. I don't feel like I have that guess.
Also, I'm excited for that being a card series. Hall of Fame? It's going to be hype.
Yeah. I mean, typically it's what, like Mickey Mantle?
I just looked at his baseball reference. He did play one. Willie Mays played one season. Well, he played 13 games in the Negro Leagues at the very beginning of his career.
Hmm.
He also had to forego his third season because he had to serve in the military. 1953.
I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at Hank Aaron's Hall of Fame plaque. That does not look like him at all.
Then he came back and won MVP the next season. Sorry,
Like
I can go down rabbit holes in baseball reference like crazy.
Like off center. I'll be honest with you, brother. Just based on the plaque, I'd do Willie Mays over Hank Aaron.
I'm looking at it too. And honestly, yeah. Yeah. I think that's definitely Willie Mays.
Yeah, dude, I didn't realize there's so many Hall of Fame plaques looking different directions.
Yeah, it's definitely not Hank Aaron. I'm looking at his now too. He's looking to the left. Well, his right.
I mean, Willie's looking a little to the side, but
I think the way the hat is sitting. I think the way the hat is sitting, you know how it's like more up on the head? I think that's Willie Mays, bro.
That might be a good call by you, but I don't think it's orange.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's so blurred. It's hard to get any
No,
color.
it is, but I think you can see the way the face is looking. I will be shocked if this is Hank Aaron. I'll put it that way.
I'll be shocked if it's not Willie Mays. I'm that confident.
It's such a good guess, but like I feel like I can't go with you.
I mean, you can't even make anything out in that. The bottom right there. Actually, the last name looks kind of short. Looking at the bottom where the name would be,
You think so?
it looks kind of short.
You think it's like 4 letters?
It looks like it, dude. I could just be seeing that because I'm like, it's that confirmation bias. I'm like, oh, this is Willie Mays, and yeah, but yeah, Zachary, I think you can take us out though. I think that's everything.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time on that.
We're also at 56 minutes, so if you are still listening or watching, then shouts out to you. Thank you for your support. We really appreciate that.
Tell them to leave a comment of something if they're listening right now.
Leave a comment if you're watching, and
Something
if
random.
you look at this developer blog, you can guess who it is. And if you're not gonna look at this developer blog, just shoot a guess anyways. Who cares?
I don't think it's Josh Gibson either. You know what? I'm gonna take a wild guess, okay? And I don't think they would do this. But just because I gotta stick with myself. I want to make sure this doesn't look too bad. I want to go Fred McGriff.
Okay.
Look, I'm just trying to guess something different because the Willie Mays seems really good. But yeah, would you tell them to write if they're watching at this point?
If you guess who it is.
Oh. Yeah,
if you're still watching, I don't know, man.
Shouts out to the fans. Again, please comment on the actual YouTube or Spotify, not just like sending me a message. I would appreciate the support either way. And respond on Instagram to those polls, to the questions. Y'all doing a great job with that. Yeah, this will be coming out right at the beginning of our drafts for each division. We will have an updated video explaining kind of how we're going to do with that, how to replace all the stuff. And then before opening day, we will make all our revisions. So, yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you. I think the first 20 minutes of this can stand alone as a good video. And then the last part is for the inside MLB The Show people. So, shouts out.
Shouts out.
Hey, take us out of here.
My God.